Good day, my name is Alfonso Martínez Adán from the fourth semester Industrial and Systems Engineering degree. I'm going to present about the problem situation. And to get started, let me tell you about the workstation. This area is called critically pallet assembly process, which deals with the processing of wood from its compression that goes through different machines, which are the assembly machine, and pallet assembly tools. The way in which it was analyzed in molecular biomass, as seen in the slide, which shows about different options of technologies that can be used for resolution in the workstation. The two quality and productive tools that were used were the MT development tools that approximately systems are defined as processors that allow the calculation of theoretical execution time for activities. MTA1 consists of performing basic movements and evaluate the work at the movements of the operators, for example, the tabular and analyze. MTU technique, which will be applied in the same way at the workstation, which will be evaluated for the example on the portion of the effort for the performance of movements. The areas of opportunity in the context of the company of the future using this standard is to promote and teach, allow to evaluate, plan, and optimize any type of manual process. Likewise, the Danish lifting equation was used. It's a tool for assessing manual material handling hazards associated with lifting and lowering tasks in the workplace. This is too important because it helps to predict the risk of lifting-related injuries. The lift equation recommends the weight limit, the RWL, principle for specific lifting tasks such as lifting pallets, gripping, and heavy tools. As a benefit and opportunity area with this technique, most workers will perform through an 8-hour workday without increasing the risk of developing low back pain. In the aspect of ergonomics and design of spaces, the relevant methods to detect possible ergonomic problems, the risk from an excessive postural load was used. The risk index should be used an numerical analysis of the risk using probabilities and consequence that is summarized by a risk measure. That with the help of this method, it helps to originate the new design of the space with the workstation. The use of quality robots. These robots are meant to work side with humans. In case of the previous stage, can be adapted to the workstation. So the implementing additive manufacturing, the use of 3D printing tools will be helping by making parts of the processor that no longer working and replacing momentarily with 3D impression uh, for in this case not endanger with the production of the processor. 3D printing can help to make so many parts that they have been damaged. Then, with this 3D implementation that appears in the presentation, improving quality levels in production, the contribution that can be seen in elimination of manufacturing errors completely. Then, to avoid any risk in case the user does not pay attention or is distracted, know or diverting some process with the wood, either recurring it or dimension it. From the ergonomic and ethical points of view as seen methodologies, the implementation of additive manufacturing machine can help with the aforementioned requirements. At the time of analyzing, it's making accounts about the investment. It's really considered feasible to acquire science initial investment in short time, as well as use it compared to getting a part in another place. Creating the parts will generate lower costs. So you have to pay a supplier, the rate to the part, etc. This process uses less material. Now, what happens with the ethical aspect? The acquisition of this technology will create more jobs, since the business in general will require new personnel with experience in this area. It will create more jobs in other areas and can make and fulfill the same objectives of the workstation. Diagnosing the workstation, which in this case was the wood processing, the way to analyze was the complaints on the standards is through the norms. This means normas oficiales mexicanas of the CPS, Secretaría del Trabajo y Previsión Social, are the standards that establish rules applicable on the product, system, or service. At the time the diagnosis was made with the workstation, the object was to establish the characteristics that the wood compression process must comply. At the same time, the protection of the worker in terms of health and care. This way is which what it was diagnosed. Is thanks to the review of the complaints with NOM STPS 001, 006, 035, and 036. Then I really appreciate you have to give me your attention. Bye.